Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks. I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, we're getting extra fancy with this one. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my Elysian shirt. Yeah, it's a very cool shirt design. I like this one. I like all my shirt designs. This is a good one. Elysian, if you're unfamiliar, they refer to themselves as a new core, which I enjoy, being a fan of new metal and, sort of metalcore music. They are a band, I want to say, maybe Ohio, but that doesn't sound right. Somewhere in the Midwest. I forget exactly, I apologize. But I ran into these folks just a few years ago. They were one of the bands that, happened to be touring at a show that I was attending, and I really dug their sound, man. They had a badass female vocalist. Just loved the chug that they had to their music. I was really fortunate I got to actually, get some pictures with them and stuff. They're really nice folks. Sadly, it seems like they're maybe quasi-retired these days. They haven't really done much in the past, year and a half or so, but hopefully they'll have a stupendous return because they're really awesome. If you don't believe me, I actually do have some videos of their performance I attended. Those videos are on my channel. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music is concerned because I think they're absolutely incredible. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it extra fancy schmancy? Well, folks, today, the time I'm doing this, it's Saturday, I had the day off. Originally, I wasn't planning on going anywhere because it is terrible out. It is the first really proper snow of the year, and it is just coming down. So I wasn't planning on going anywhere, but I saw a post from a local spot saying, hey, you know what? It's Small Business Saturday, time that we're doing this, and damn it all, we're going to be out there regardless of the winter. Which, by the way, be careful if you're doing that stuff. So I figured, man, I got it right. So this particular spot actually took over the location of a spot I'd previously gone over there and highlighted, specifically Marciana's Kitchen, which specializes in Filipino food. Sadly, they closed down, but we do have a new establishment there, and it happens to be, boom, but that's not a name, it is a place called Poppies Pasta, okay? It is on 332 St. Charles Road in Villa Park. And this was their special for the day. It is their duck ragu. Ooh. Which consists of slow cooked, rich, and perfectly tossed with spaghetti a la chitarra. I apologize for any mispronunciations. I also don't know what chitarra is. It is finished with pecorino, toasted panko, and fresh herbs. All right. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that does look sexy. Let's get a thing for a thing here. It looks like this. We'll kind of just go, ha 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 ha. And I was talking with, I guess, the owner of the establishment, who was a very nice individual, and, was kind of talking about, hey, this is cool, having a fresh pasta place. And, I mean, I'm down, man. Let's, as sad as I am to see Marciana's go, got wooden utensils, okay. At the end of the day, hey, if you can make some really good stuff, so, and it's a nice portion, man. And it was less than $15. So if this is good, I mean, I'm down with that, folks. I'm down with that. We're going to mush it all together. We're going to do the thing. All right. So let's go ahead. We'll do a little twirl. And they have a cool concept because, you can go over there. You can either get, hot and ready to go, as I've done, or you can actually go over there and just order some of their pasta. You can make it at home. So that's a neat idea. Let's give it a go. That is really good. That is really good. And that, again, another thing that he and I were talking about is, you can really taste the difference between fresh pasta and box pasta. Now, I said, I'm a man of the people. I'll eat whatever pasta you throw at me. But there's no denying that, yeah, absolutely, there's a difference. And boy, oh boy, is it evident in this. Like, just the level of flavor that you get from this is absolutely fantastic. And it's like a much thicker cut. So you really get to enjoy the flavor of the pasta. And the duck, it's this nice, like, almost pulled pork-like, right? So it's kind of shredded. And at a glance, that could be concerning, like, okay, am I going to get a lot of flavor out of this duck? Duck has a very distinctive flavor. But no, it's coming through fantastically. And that really nice Ragu sauce. And the sauce is very nice and tempered. Like, great flavor on it. Very fresh tasting. But it's not like sweet or overly acidic. Some sauces go a little bit too far. They want to go over there and they want to push one aspect or another. This is very well balanced. And it goes perfectly with everything else. And again, you could risk outshining that duck flavor, but no, this is exceptional. And for those of you who've watched my channel for long enough, I've had some misadventures with Italian food. I love Italian food. It's great, but this is leagues ahead of the stuff that I've tried in the past. And it's also considerably cheaper. And the thing is that, you think Italian food, super fancy schmancy and stuff like that, but, like, fundamentally, that's not what Italian food is, right? It's a food of the people. Pasta is not, like, crazy expensive to produce or anything. Obviously good pasta, but, and I really think that's kind of what this is going over there and focusing on, is just really honest, really good, really good food in a way that, isn't breaking the bank. Because when I first saw this place was opening up, I was intrigued, but I was worried, am I going to be going in paying, $30 a pop for some pasta? And again, less than 15, and that was with a tip. And it's just so good. This would be like the perfect lunch. Just go over there, get a nice big thing of pasta. Really tasty, really filling. It is exceptional. I am very happy. This was worth me almost getting into about 4 different accidents on my way there and my way home because the weather is so terrible. Thankfully, nothing happened. Although there was one accident that happened a little bit in front of me, but thankfully everybody was okay. All right, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get this again? Would I recommend it? Absolutely and absolutely. Folks, I hate it when any place that I've reviewed in the past ceases operation, right? And sadly, and I've become very aware of this as I've been reviewing places over the past few years. Sadly, it does occur with a fair amount of regularity, and I hate the idea of that. I wish that my limited platform, extended further, but I do what I can in the very limited capacity that I have. And it sucks that, like I said, Marciana's Kitchen's gone, especially since, it's really cool to have a place that specializes in Filipino food. But from the ashes of that, we now have Poppies, and it's great to see that we have a place that really can not only go over there and sort of carry on from what, Marciana's was doing in, being this great establishment in the local community, but also going over there and bringing something that is really unique to the area as well. You know, maybe it's not Filipino food, but it's fresh pasta in a way that nobody else in the area is doing. And I think it's exceptional, personally. And that's why, if you watch my channel, you already know where I'm going with this. I'm calling this the business. And when I refer to something as being the business, that means it's basically a perfect item. You can tweak it a little bit. You can do a little bit here or there. But fundamentally, structurally, it knows what it's doing. And that's very much the case for this. This is a well-balanced, hearty, inexpensive, but really, really tasty bowl of pasta that I am all for. I think this is great, and if this is any indication of what Poppies has to offer, I think that they are doing a really great job. And, you know, I will not only be back, but I will absolutely wish them all the success in the world, because I think they're really doing a great job. Again, just from this one outing. And if I'm recommending it, of course I'm recommending it. I've been gushing about it. You've been listening to the thing, or you haven't. Who knows? No, I definitely think that this is a place that, you know, they've only been open for a little while now, but the owner seems like a good dude. It's a good little spot. I like the concept. And again, if you want to, you can go over there and just get some of their pasta and make it at home. I'm not going to do that because I'm this guy. Nobody wants me making food. Not even me. But if they can go over there and put together some really tasty stuff, as they've done here today, I think, again, this is a great spot. And I really do think that if you live in the area, or even if you're passing through, this is definitely a spot to check out. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have themselves a truly small business Saturday-tastic rest of your life. I think I'll even post this up later today. So, look for that. I mean, it'll be in the past tense. You know what I mean. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, the thing for me today is to go over there, enjoy some delicious pasta that I got from a local spot, and then, because we are in a very crappy bout of snowfall, I'm going to go watch John Carpenter's The Thing. I always watch it when we have the first snowfall of the season. I already watched it earlier this year because we had our first snowfall a few weeks ago. But I'm going to watch it again. It's one of my favorite movies. It's always appropriate when it gets all snowy. Bye.